Hello and welcome to another legendary celebration of Legends of the Game. And today I've got one man who managed to turn running into a life-changing venture. I am with the legend himself, Stephen Muzhingi, on Legends of the Game. Welcome, legend.
Welcome, say.
3 times Comrades marathon winner, 2 times 2 oceans.
Yeah.
You must be a rich man.
Nah, not rich.
So when did this running start? Take us back.
Normally, I started running when I was 5 years. You know, I in Sanyat, Kadoma area, there's Sanyat, in village 10. So my mother, you know, used to send me to shops. So when she sent me to shops, I go running. When I was going to school running. So if they needed to send me to far distance, my mother bought a bicycle rim, no bicycle rim. So you push, you chase that one, you run. So when my mother realized that I was a good runner, she went to buy a bicycle rim so that she can send me far away to get something or to buy something. So she hired the bicycle rim when I'm not going anywhere. When she wants to send me somewhere, she take the bicycle rim and send me. So you find me going there and running, pushing the bicycle rim. So when I was going to school, when I was 6-7 years, our school was very far from home. So I used to go to school running. 11 kilometers to school, 11 kilometers home to home. So I started running when I was very young.
You've been running in your life, no?
I've been running in my life.
A quick one, Stephen. Why a contradiction on your date of birth? When were you born? How old are you?
I was born in 1980. But the thing is, my mother, when my father died in 1988, I had no birth certificate. Then my mother left me with no birth certificate. So I went to write my grade 7 exams with no birth certificate. When I finished writing grade 7 exams, then I went to look for Form 1 places. It was difficult to get Form 1 place without birth certificate. So I went to look for my mother. Then when I found my mother, we tried to get birth certificate. Different places. We went to Kadoma Registrar General. We failed to get birth certificate there. We went to Harare Registrar, birth certificate registrar. We failed to get there. We went to even Chief there to try to find birth certificate. It was very difficult to get birth certificate.
You were running that time, eh?
I was running
for the birth certificate.
So I was born in Gutu, you know, in 1980 in Gutu. So what happened now is we went to Gutu to find the birth certificate. Then in Gutu, we could see progress that today we are going to get birth certificate. So when that man was asking, when he was writing down, so my mother wanted me to get the birth certificate and the ID same time. So she had 5 years. She knows when I get my birth certificate, I was 13 years old. In 1993, I was 13 years old. So when we went to Registrar General, my mother had 5 years so that I can be 18, so that I can get what?
Also, you mean you ran to be 18 before you were 18?
Yes, I ran to be because I wanted to get birth certificate and what? And ID same time.
Okay.
That's what happened.
All right. Yeah. So, most people don't know the difference between ordinary marathon and ultra marathon. Why is your running called ultra marathon?
Yeah, you know, there are different types of athletes in this life, in this world. There is a track runner, is a short distance runner.
Track runner.
The one who specializes in track is talented in running in track 100 meters. When you're a 100-meter runner, you're a 100-meter runner. Your talent is 100-meter run meters. You perform well in 100 meters.
Okay.
So which means you're a short distance runner. Like Usain Bolt is a sprinter. So if you're a sprinter, you are specialized in track. There is a mid and short distance running. When it comes to road running, you run in road. There are mid and short distance running. Okay. When you are mid and short distance runner, you can run 1,500 meters. You can run a 1 mile.
Okay.
1 mile, that one, 1 mile. Good, that one. You can run 10 kilometers. You can run 21 kilometers. You can run 15 kilometers. You can run 21 kilometers. You can run, that is mid runner. You run from 1 mile to 20 kilometers. You are mid and short distance runner. Right. There are marathon runners now. When you are talking of marathon, there is one guy who is talented in running marathon. You come from mid and short distance runner. As you grow, you can come from 21 kilometers to run 42 kilometers. When you are getting old, you change your career because speed changes. So you come to run a marathon. When you come to run marathon, it's 42 kilometers. So you can able to change your career from a mid and short distance runner to long distance, from 21 kilometers to 42 kilometers. So if you're a marathon runner, you can run 42 kilometers. If you're an ultra marathon runner, you can run 50 kilometers and above.
Okay, so it's 40 and 50.
Yes. From 50 kilometers and above, you're an ultra marathon runner. So me, I'm not talented in mid and short distance run. I'm ultra marathon runner. My talent is in ultra distance running.
So you're a road runner. I'm like that chicken.
Yes, I'm a road runner. I'm a road runner.
Okay. So
yes.
A quick one.
Yeah.
Which one pays the most? Ultra running or short distance?
I discover ultra short marathon running. It pays a lot. I can say marathon running. So from marathon to ultra, this distance they pay. Like pay nice, if you're a marathon runner, you go and run London Marathon and win, which means you are rich. They pay those races. Okay. You are ultra marathon runner. You're going to win Comrades Marathon. You're going to win World 100 kilometers, World 50 kilometer, Two Oceans Marathon, which means those races, they can change your life. But if you're a midway and short distance runner, like you are a 21 kilometer runner, you go and run Two Oceans Marathon. If Two Oceans Marathon, there is something like when I was winning Two Oceans Marathon, they gave me 250,000 rands.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
The one
Which year was this?
2012. So the one who win 21 kilometers, he was getting something like 30,000 rands. So which means in ultra distance, there's much money than in middle and short distance running.
Okay, so there's Two Oceans Marathon.
There's Two Oceans Marathon.
Which is held where?
In Cape Town.
In Cape Town. Yeah. And then the
Comrades
is in Durban.
In Durban, yes.
So you've won three Comrades Marathon in Durban, which is how many kilometers?
89 kilometers.
You are the only Zimbabwean who is
the only Zimbabwean who win Comrades Marathon 89 kilometers 3 times in a row. 3
times in a row.
Yes.
And your record is still standing.
And I got 9 gold medals in Comrades.
Gold, real gold. Eh?
Yeah. Okay. Real gold.
And then there's the Two Oceans.
There's Two Oceans Marathon. I win Two Oceans Marathon in 2012, and I've got 7 gold medals in Two Oceans. Yeah, 7 gold medals in Two Oceans.
So tell me something. From the two races, which one pays the most?
Comrades Marathon pays.
How much did you get for the first?
Yeah, if calculating to my Comrades winnings, the money that I win to Comrades Marathon, it can come to 1.5 million rands. Yeah.
Comrades
my money is that I win in Comrades alone. It can come to 1.5 million rands. So which means Comrades pays.
1.5 million as in the first time you win. Or
first
it's
time, no, all they are combined.
Oh, that's
combined all the races I win. Yeah.
So marathon, like Comrades pays marathon, more than
pays more than Two Oceans, but Two Oceans to win Two Oceans is an achievement also. Because Two Oceans Marathon is a world race. It's a world most beautiful marathon. Comrades Marathon is a world ultimate human race. So it's a world famous race.
Okay, let me take you to 2008.
2008, yes.
You started training for the
Comrades Marathon.
For the Comrades in Durban.
In Durban.
And then 2009 you win.
Yes, I started training for Comrades Marathon in Durban in 2004. Because I started going to Durban in 2004 in March. I thought if I would go to Durban, I started to go to Durban in 2004 in March, a week before Comrades. So I thought you go and register Comrades and run Comrades 2004. Then I met my coach there, Mr. Cliff Shinasami. He said, no. Comrades register before the race. So I watched Comrades Marathon on TV 2004. So I saw Vladimir Kotov winning the race. It was April. So then I came to be interested in Comrades Marathon. That is when I realized that my talent, my dream will come true one day when I went to Durban.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to an element of endorsement because I realized that in 2008 there was an endorsement from Bluffmates.
Yes.
Did Cliff own Bluffmates?
No, he's my coach.
Oh, Cliff is your coach.
My coach.
So do you attribute your success in Comrades Marathon to Cliff's training?
Yes.
What role do you think he played in
that man now? Let me explain. What is good is good. What is bad is bad.
Yes.
Let's just say the truth. The truth, the truth. If you mention the truth in your life, you go a long way. I am a Zimbabwean.
Yes.
I come from Zimbabwe. Very poor guy. From very poor background. In Zimbabwe, here I was staying in Chikurubi support unit there. Okay. I was a baba there. I was not staying I'm a top baba. From home. Let me explain from home. That man is very important in my life. Yes, we can fight, but that guy, he's a very good guy. He's a South African. He's a South African. He acted a big role. He played a very big role, more than he's an Indian man. My father never played such a role. He played in my life, that guy.
Okay.
I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm a very poor guy. Very poor Zimbabwean. Very poor background. You come from poor place, poor area. When I was staying in Chikurubi, their support unit, they used to laugh me. You know why? They thought maybe I was mad. Why? I was always running in that police camp.
Even if there's no need to run,
you just run, you see. But how I was running barefoot. I was running barefoot with a very small short and a small vest. Why? Because my intention was to train. So when they see you running, they thought I was naked. You see, imagine when you are running naked. Because most people, they thought I was naked, but in my mind and intentionally, and know that this is my career and this is my dream and this is my sport, I'm not naked. And those people thought I was naked when I was running in the road. I was running naked, barefoot. How do you think people will take you? They will take you to a level. They will put you to a level like you are a very mad guy. One, you are running and no vision. I was running and they could see me running. And after that, I go to race, I lose because I was going to run 21 kilometers. When you run 21 kilometers, there's Abel, everyone, top athletes, they are there. When those people, they are talented athletes. They are talented in those distances. In Zimbabwe, there is no ultra marathon. So I used to run 21 k's and you lose the race. Okay. So they see me running and I go to race, you lose. Okay. Why? Because it's not my talent. They are talented athletes, top athletes in Zimbabwe. There was Millennium Academy stars. They used to train top athletes. Me, I was training in Chikurubi, running barefoot, naked, hunger, dying of hunger. You train, you die of hunger, naked, no shoes. People think, this guy is mad.
But you keep running.
You came to them, we greet them, they think, this mad guy came to us. Chikurubi supported there. So what happened is, one day now, I was sitting like this, thinking of my life, because I stayed something like 4 years there, trying to...
Which year was this?
2001, 2000, 1999, 91, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. I stayed there thinking, my life is not changing. I went to run Gutu Half Marathon. When I ran Gutu Half Marathon 1 year, I was first Gutu resident. You know, I was born in Gutu. My ID is Gutu. So when I ran Gutu Half Marathon, Gutu resident. So I win a prize of Gutu resident. Then I went to buy my clothes.
Okay.
The first thing to do, I went to buy clothes, you know, so that I can look better. Yes, so I need to look better. And the money was finished.
Okay.
Right? That was good of marathon. Going to another race, there's no prize for me because I can't win those races because I'm an ultra marathon runner. And I knew that. And people could tell me that, hey, you're a top athlete, but there's no talent here. Then, when I was in Kurubi there, one guy, he was praying to God. He was praying to go to America. He was praying to go to and work at the American embassy so that he can go to America to change his life also. He was a policeman, but he was praying to God so that he can change life by going to work to American embassy so that he can get to America. That was 2003, 2004, something like that. 2004 in January, February. Then he saw me thinking, I was his barber, so he saw me thinking.
Steve the barber.
Yeah. Thinking of my life. My life is nowhere. No one likes me. My relatives didn't like me. No one could admire me. The environment, the relatives, my mother, my everyone could not see. If you go to the family, meet family members, they think maybe this guy is useless. I was useless to them.
He's naked.
Do you know that?
Naked.
Do you know that if you get to your family, when your family members see you, they will not think that you worth value or you have got value. You are valueless to them. So you are useless. You just go and greet them. As when you are alive, you demand food. If they have food, they can give you and they will think that you come to eat their food. But meanwhile, you come to see them. They think that you come to stay with them. But meanwhile, you come to see them. So when you come to see them, you just greet them. You greet them, you are useless. Then they just see you walking, you disappear. When you disappear, they think, it's gone. So I suggest to leave my life from Zimbabwe. No one could like me here, not like me. People want my haircut, right? They like my haircut, but they don't like me. Why? Because I look like a mad. Like I just ran, but there was something like abnormality. You are abnormal, you know, your life. You know, in your mind, you know, when a run comes enter your mind, you become abnormal. Even your behavior, you become abnormal. So people now, they think, no, this guy is mad. So one day, I prayed to God. God changed my life. How did God change my life? I suggest to go to South Africa. When I suggest to go to South Africa, I sold my haircut machine. I went to other guys. I said, hey, guys, what is happening here? I want to go and run to South Africa.
How much was the haircut machine?
Yeah, it was something like 60,000. 60,000. No. The bearer checks.
Oh, the
bearer checks. The bearer check.
But it could take you to South Africa.
No, it was something like 40,000. Bearer would take you to South Africa. So I sold 60,000. And I went to another guy, gave me 50,000. Bearer. I put him in my pocket.
Did you have a passport then?
Yeah, I had a passport.
Thought maybe you were Porter Jam.
No,
since you were a runner,
I had a passport. You know, my wife's father, he gave me passport.
Okay.
Yeah, those years, but I didn't know I was going to marry his daughter, his daughter. So what happened is, I take my passport, then I have no shoes in my legs. I just take that tracksuit number. It was written number 1. The tracksuit. Then I went to Roadport there. Roadport. I booked my bus there.
Did you know where you were going?
No, I just going to South Africa. South Africa.
You just said there's the land of God.
Joburg. Don't know where I'm going. Joburg. Go to Joburg there. When I get to Roadport now, I realize I've got no shoes. So what happened?
At least you realize you had no shoes.
Yeah, then I said, no shoes, barefoot and no shoes. Then I said, no, what should I do here? I bandaged my legs. Knowing that I'm going to South Africa, I bandaged my legs so that people would think that this guy have got no shoes because he's injured. So must bandage the legs so that you limp. When you limp, people, they think that this guy is what? Is injured and is going to South Africa. So how is I going to South Africa? I entered Mnorama bus. You know Mnorama buses?
Yeah, I know.
Those buses, Mnorama chicken buses. Yes. I went to far right back to the back seat there.
With your bandaged legs.
My bandaged legs limping. You know, when I was limping, you know, I went and sit there. I had something like runs. How many runs? I had something like 40 runs in my pocket. Right. Then I went to the border there. When I went to the border, I was limping to stamp my passport. My passport was stamped Zimbabwean side. I entered Norama. I get to South African side. Yeah, hey, I stamped my passport there. Then I put my passport in my wallet, in my pocket there. Walking. The policeman saw me entering the bus. Hey, come here. Hey, do you have passport? And I said, no, guys, my friend, I've got passport. I gave him passport. There was it. He thought I had passport, but no visa. That's what he was thinking. Because my dressing, my look, it was very poor dressing I had. I can actually say I had very poor dressing. That was my dressing. So the policeman said, hey, can I see your passport? That is South African police. I gave him my passport. He said, hey, he was looking thoroughly at my visa. He saw to participate in athletics. Then he looked at my legs. He said, this guy, you are damaged. What happened to your legs? But your visa, you are going to participate in athletics. Then I said, hey, I'm going to get treatments in South Africa. I'm injured my legs, so I'm going to South Africa. I was injured when I was running, so I'm going to fix my legs there. And he let me get into bus. When I get to Joburg Park Station, I become a street kid. You know, a street kid. Yeah. Yes. Why? Because I know I'm in Joburg and I've got no one, I've got no relatives, I've got nothing. So what I'm supposed to do is I must find a running club, an athletics club. Because I knew there was a running in South Africa, a huge running in South Africa.
How long were you a destitute in South Africa? How long were you?
No, I never be just for a long time. I just appeared to be a street kid. I met my fellow runners. My best friend, he won 2 oceans that year. That guy, Marco Mambo, he's my best friend.
Marco Mambo?
Yes, he's my best friend. So that guy now, he saw me and said, hey, what are you doing here? I said, no, I'm going I came here to find the athletics club so that I can run. He said, no. Go to Durban. There's a running the process. There was a Savages half marathon there.
Oh, it was not Comrades.
It was and Comrades was next week.
Oh, they in the Savages.
There was Savages half marathon, so that you can go and run, running. So I said, no, if I get there. So he booked me bus. You see, booked me bus. So I thought, Durban is 10 kilometers. It's nonsense. Then 10 kilometers. Then I saw my friends, Moses Njodzi, Marvin Paradza, with another guy called another girl. This girl, Beauty Due. Were 5 of them. They were going to the same race. Then we went together. When we went together, they were arriving in Durban. When we arrived in Durban, they phoned this coach, Mr. Cliff. Yes.
Oh, that's
in me, I didn't know about him.
Cliff
so in me, Mr. Cliff. So I said, no, I don't know. So Cliff, he knew that there are runners coming from Zimbabwe, but he didn't know that I was also there because he thought there was coming Kelvin Pangiso. There was a runner called Kelvin Pangiso. He was likely to go and meet Cliff, so he thought maybe I was Kelvin Pangiso. So I went to run the race. I went to run Savages half marathon.
Did you win?
No, I did not win.
Didn't get anything?
Yeah, no, I just win team prize. Money. We win team prize, but the team prize, foreigners there in foreigners. He said foreigner, no clear, no team prize for foreigners. But we went to win team prize, but no team prize for foreigner. Why? Because I was a foreigner. Then Mr. Cliff said, hey, this man looks like a George Foreman. You know George Foreman?
Yes,
he started boxing. He said, he's a very funny guy. He said, hey, this guy is calling me a George Foreman. Why? He said, no.
But you look like George Foreman.
No. I am stuck now. So this guy is very, he's a very funny guy. So I thought my life, I'm dead now because I am in Durban. Now I was lost.
Which year is this?
2004.
Oh, way back here. Yeah.
Right. So this man, he said, no, Zimbabweans, I don't like Zimbabweans. Let's get to my place. Hey, he had a nice Sentra then. He drove his Sentra. He drove other athletes at his home from Pretoria who came to run for him. Came to Kingsburg Stadium in the Pickers. He went with us to his house. As we arrived at his house, other guy was complaining, hey, I lost my $300, my 300 rands. Hey, I can see my 300 rands. Hey, just like, we are just new, and it appears that we are new to that place, and the money is missing. Someone is missing his money, so he thought maybe we stole his money, and we are new people from the Then we thought, yeah, this is the end of our life. You know what Mr. Cliff said? He said, oh, no, you lost your money. Don't worry, I will give you 300 rands. He take 300 rands and give him. Then these guys, they went to discuss about me now. They went behind the back, behind my back, and they went to backyard. And they started discussing about me. Hey, do you think this guy will run? Hey, who brought him here? Hey, he's barefoot. How can you run barefoot? These runners now. Said, hey, how can these guys underestimate me? Hey, okay. So Mr. Cliff now, he knew that I was a topper. He could see something on me.
So I want to cut you short quickly. Tell me about Cliff, and then there's the endorsements for meat.
No, you know what happened?
Get there?
That time, there was Hammond God Athletics Club. So we came to run for Hammond God Athletics Club. So when we ran for Hammond God Athletics Club, so in 2005, I went to run Comrades Marathon wearing Hammond God Athletics Club. Then I came number 150 something. 2005. I was beaten by Russian ladies. It was a downer, 2005. I was beaten by those ladies. So what happened is, when I finished the race, the coach said, hey, you're a slow runner. Go back to Zimbabwe. Go and suffer in Zimbabwe. Cross border with 5 rand. Then I came back home. I started training again. Group support unit there.
That was which year now?
2005.
Okay.
Then when I ran, 2006 now. Hey, my running I was improving my running. I said to myself, hey, I cannot win any race, but there was Durban Marathon. Then I was afraid to go home empty-handed. Then I said, I'm running for Hammond Gold. So we went to run another race, Indian Ocean. Then I was number 6 in Indian Ocean Marathon. Then
was there money involved?
No, it was paying top 3. Then I said, no problem. Then Mr. Nick Bester came to Durban because he was the owner of the Hammond God Athletics Club. So Mr. Cliff was CEO of Hammond God Athletics Club. Okay. So he came and said, no, I don't want he came to remove that guy. He put a new manager, new CEO, and he said, Mr. Cliff, because Mr. Cliff is keeping those foreigners, so we don't keep foreigners here. Foreigners must stay in the bush. Some foreigners must starve. Foreigners, we don't look after foreigners. So my money, my Hammond God money, is not for foreigners. I said, okay, no problem, Mr. Cliff. Let them go. Let them take their Hammond Athletics Club. So Mr. Cliff left Hammond. When he left Hammond, we are very loyal to him because he played very important role to us. Why? He kept us. He gave us food. He bought us food. He gave us food. He gave us accommodation in Durban.
Did he give you shoes?
Yeah, no shoes.
Okay.
No shoes.
You still had no shoes?
No shoes. Running barefoot. Hey. I was a barefoot runner in Durban. Everyone in Durban knows that I am a barefoot runner. So what happened one day now, Mr. Cliff's son, he bought a Essex shoe, a very light shoe. He said no. He wanted to run it just with the 25-kilometer race. He went and ran only one race with that shoe. So he said, no, Muzhingi, take this shoe. Go and run a Durban Marathon with this shoe. You know what happened? I take that shoe and win the Durban Marathon.
So it was your lucky shoe?
It was my lucky shoe.
Where is this shoe? Do you still have it?
Yeah, no. I think the coach is still having the shoe. He kept it in the safe place. No, it's at Comrades Marathon Museum, the shoe. They put it at Comrades Marathon Museum. So what happened is, he came to chase us. When he chased us, he said, no incentives for foreigners, no salaries for foreigners, no shoes for foreigners. Then we said, no, let's open our club, Formula 1, because I win the Indian Ocean. So one day, I win that Durban Marathon. So one day, I will get sponsor. So we went to run in F-1.
So you had money that time. Opening Formula 1?
No, Cliff was, my coach was sunroof specialist. So he spent money to open that club. He fix sunroof, get 30,000 rands, and he sponsor me only, and the two other Zimbabweans. So we went to run. Then the following year now, we've opened our own club. 2008, January, open our own club. 2007, open up our own club, January.
So from 2003 to 2007,
Yes.
you were still with Cliff.
Yeah, I was with Cliff. So we opened our own club, Formula 1. Formula 1 Athletes Club. Then we put F-1. Then we went to run with no sponsor. Then I went to win that Indian Ocean Marathon. Okay. When I win Indian Ocean, I went to win another 32 kilometers. Then I became famous in Durban. Then I went to run to where I didn't go and run another race. I just wait. Then I went to run Comrades Marathon and I was number 7. As soon as I get number 7, Bluff Meats came. Because we stay in Bluff Meats shops.
Okay.
So Mr. Bluff now at Avoca Hills in Durban. So Mr. Bluff now he knew that there are runners staying outside this Jurao. So he called us. He called me and the coach. He said, "Hey, I can give you something like I can give this runner 3,000 rands per month, so that he can be a top athlete. I can buy you accommodation. I can give you accommodation. I can pay rent for you." You see, that is how Bluff came to us. Then we said,
that
no.
3,000, was it yours or it was for the
It was
club?
for me only.
So you were earning that time?
I was earning now. He started to give me 3,000 rands per month, plus meat, plus food, plus everything. Every month we go and check meat. Every month, it was a nice life now. Shoes now. Nike shoe came because I was number 7 Comrades. Yeah. Shoes, they came. Nike, a New Balance, Adidas, they came. I was choosing now which shoes to take. Then I was using New Balance. When I win Comrades, I win in New Balance. But that year I was running in I came 7th with that shoe, Reebok. Reebok. Okay. Then they came. Then I was using Nike. Hey, I want to use Nike to run in Nike.
Did you win?
Yes, I win.
So do you think it's the shoes that made you win?
No, it's not the shoes. You know, the thing is now, when I ran in 2007 and come number 7, then I said to myself, I'm going to run 2 oceans the following year. But now the club was Formula 1, Bluff Meats. Okay. You write F-1, but Bluff Meats underneath there. So that is how it came to be Bluff Meats, Formula 1. That is how Mr. Bluff came to us, to run for us.
There's a year.
2007.
2007, but I want to fast track a bit and we'll come back to that. There's a year when you were the sports person of the year in Zimbabwe. 2010. In 2011. And you met HE, the president.
Yeah, 2011, yes.
Did it come with the financial benefits to be a sports person of the year? Did it change anything? What was it like?
Changed my life completely. You know, if you meet the president, you can tell him all your problems and your life changes.
You told him all your problems?
Oh, my problems. How I grew up. I met him at 8 o'clock. And around 6 o'clock, I left him at 6 o'clock.
And he was listening?
Imagine, my friend. He was listening. He was asking how I grew up, where I grew up, what I was eating, what is my intention, what is my ability. Yes. You know, that coach, when I met that president, he told me, my friend, I don't want to give you fish. I want to give you fishing rod. I will teach you to fish. How am I going to teach you fishing? What I'm going to do to you is, I want you to do a sports science. How do I going to? I thought, this man is joking. Sports science. How does sports science help me? Then this guy said, no, I want you to heal injuries. When you are a sportsman, you can able to heal injuries happen during the sport, so you can make them pay. So you can able to treat everyone. Even if you see someone get sick, if someone is sick and someone is injured, is got injured, I want you to do that course. You know what he did to me?
It was a paid up course.
My friend, that guy, I got a degree in.
Say his name.
Mr. The former president, Mr.
His Excellency.
His Excellency.
The
late President Robert Mugabe. He gave me that degree of board electronics and sports science from KwaZulu-Natal University. And I did 6.5 years doing that. And now I'm an expert.
In what does it?
In everything. I work in the Air Force at the hospital. I'm a physiotherapist. In anyone injured, they come to me. If there is a massive injury, they come to me. If you are sick, very sick, you can come to me.
I've got a friend of mine, the cameraman is sick.
Yeah, I can.
After this.
Yes, if this cameraman is injured, I can able to treat him. All these guys, if even anyone has got a baggage problem, others they are coming from London. Last week I was treating another lady from London. She came from London to get treatment from me. And she went back. She's fine now.
Do they pay you for that?
Yeah, they pay $700. If you come to London, you think I pay you, just land in Zimbabwe, and you come to me to fix your back.
So, Prastiv, you're a rich man.
No, I'm not rich.
Okay, anyway, let's talk about the 51 kilometers running as a young boy in Chivu.
So,
how did it shape you?
What happened is my wife's father was a top athlete. His name was Esau Magwaza. So that guy was a Zimbabwean top athlete. That guy, he was a world class top athlete. So when I was young, he came to us when I was in grade 6. He said, "Hey guys, you can see this car win race overseas, and I bought this car. I'm a policeman." So as a policeman,
in Chivu, where was it?
He came to my school in Chivu when I was in grade 6. Mashamba Primary School.
Mashamba.
Yeah, primary
school.
school.
Go there?
Yeah, I will go there once a year.
Plow back to the community.
I was trying to plow back to the community, but I went to take runners, groom athletes, and the runners ran away from me. Okay. So I said, yeah. So what happened is, so I become motivated. You see, that guy, my wife's father, he motivated me. How? So he used to run from that distance, also from home to Chivu and come back. And people could comment that he was a top athlete, and say, for sure I was a top athlete. So I suggest, if I've got a problem here, I ran to town because I had no man to go to town. So I just ran to town. When I get to town, I can do what I want. 51? It was 51 kilometers.
Running?
Yes, running. You ran to town.
51
kilometers.
Coming back 51.
Coming back 51. So Comrades Marathon entered my body when I was young.
So you have to run to survive. Because if you don't run, you die.
You die.
So those 51
Over
kilometers made you survive.
Yes. Make you to survive.
51.
51.
Which is 102.
Yeah, something like that.
How often did you do those runs?
And I was running barefoot again. Barefoot. Blisters. When I come back to school, blisters. Blisters
again. Coming back to school.
Yes. Coming back. One moment I developed plantar warts. Plantar warts is no. I went to get to operation.
Yeah.
I was operated plantar warts when I was in Form 4. Everyone in school was laughing at me. I don't say, this guy, he's got the plantar warts. Hey, he's limping now. The running damaged him because I was at school. So
the Black Mamba story now. Where does it come?
I came when I finished my O-level exams. I came to Harare to look for greener pastures. But it was very difficult to get at least food on my table, like to put food on my table. So I suggested, hey, life is harder here. So I said, let me go to Muzhingi there. My wife, my mother, sister there, she's staying there in Muzhingi. So she likes me very much. And she loved me very much. She was the only person who loved me those years. So I said, no, let me go to Muzhingi. When I get to Muzhingi there, I stayed there maybe February, March, 2 months. Then the other month, 3 April, I was just walking in the fields, in their fields. Then I was bitten by the snake. So when I was bitten by the snake, my stepfather was near the place. So I screamed, and the snake came to me. And they came to chase the snake. When they tried to chase the snake,
was it an ordinary snake on the Echiban?
I don't know. It's a big snake,
it's a human snake.
I think it's a human snake, but not human snake. It's a very big snake. That snake, everyone knew about that snake in that area, but only me, I didn't know that. So he came to chase the snake, and the snake was coming after them, and they ran away. And they went to find a car to take me from that place to Morgenstern Hospital. After that, now I wake up in Harare Hospital after 3 weeks. I didn't know where I was, and I just
so you survived the snake attack.
I said, because the doctor said, you play soccer, soccer player. I said, no, I'm not a soccer player. But he said, no, you resisted poison because you're a sportsman. Which sport? I told no, I'm an athlete.
Okay,
I
so
ran
you-
for was before the snake bite.
So being an athlete actually helped you survive the
Yes,
poison of
yes.
the snake.
Being
So
an
that's an
athlete,
encouragement. People must run. Eh?
being an athlete, you know what happened in the body. The body, there are tissues in the body, blood vessels, blood tissues, blood muscles, blood bone, blood everything. They come tense when you are running. When you run, they able to fight the diseases, the poisoners. Why? Because they are always in pain. They are used to staying. If your body is always in pain, so which means if any pain come, you can able to fight because your muscles, they are always fighting pain.
Okay, Air Force.
Yes.
You are now at Air Force.
Yes.
You are still at Air Force. Do you have a rank there?
I'm a surgeon.
Because of running, you
Because
never
of
went to any recruitment. You went straight to Air Force because of running.
I went to Air Force because of running. Because that force, if for you to become a good soldier, you must be able to run also. So in Air Force, they are running. There's Air Force Athletics Club. They are runners there.
Okay.
And it's all about running in the force.
Okay.
There are groups and groups of people who run in the Air Force. So which means if you join Air Force or you come to Air Force, you are into sport, you are in running. Yes.
I realized 2012,
Yes.
since you won the Comrades 3 times in a row, you have not managed to defend your title. In 2012, you tried, right?
I tried.
And you failed.
I failed.
What happened?
My wife was pregnant. And when I was going to the starting point, she fell down. When she fell
was
down,
there?
she was there. Then the ambulance came to take my wife. And I'm going to the starting point, my wife is going to the hospital with the ambulance.
Oh, that's
So I didn't know what was happening there. And when I was in the race, someone said, "Yeah, your wife died."
yes.
You see now. When I finished the race, my wife was at the finishing point. And I was shocked.
Who was this person?
I don't know. I think he's Zimbabweans.
Yeah.
He just scream. When we pass by
You were in
town,
Durban there.
almost that hill, Kawas Hill. When I was climbing after Kawas Hill, yes, 12 kilometers to the finishing, 13 kilometers to the finish. Someone was screaming. I dropped pace. I think said, "Okay, let me." Coach said, "Hey, run, Muzhingi. Don't drop." No, I finished the race because of my coach. Yes, when I finished the race, my wife was at the finishing.
Yes.
These people.
So from there, 2012, you have not managed to win the marathon,
Yes.
the Comrades marathon and the 2 Oceans.
I win 2 Oceans.
After that?
Before Comrades.
No,
I
I'm
win
saying
2 Oceans.
after 2012,
Yes,
you have not won anything.
I never win.
Why? Are you still running?
Yeah, I'm still running. I stopped running when my wife died. Only.
Oh,
When my wife died, I stopped running.
okay. Do you have an academy or any initiative that you're working on?
Yeah, I have an academy. But the academy was involving in going to schools and to rural areas, and I'm used to going to rural areas and take and groom athletes. There are other athletes I groom from rural areas, from the Harare. And those runners, they ran away from me. So what I said,
runners are running away
yes,
from
they went to join police. They are going to join ZRP. They find to get a greener pasture. They went for that greener pasture. Because me, I cannot afford to employ them to say, "Hey, come be a ZRP and run for me."
So your
They
pasture
just
is
go-
not green enough?
No, my pasture is not green enough for them. My pasture is going to rural areas there. The talent is out there to the rural area where I grew up and bring them home here.
Okay.
And then they win. No, my intention was to take them to Durban.
Durban.
Take the runners here, train them, they are good at, send them to coach.
So they
Coach
think
who
ZRP
groom.
is green
No,
enough?
those guys, they went to join forces now. They join ZRP, they join prison, they join. So, which means if they go, I left with nothing because these guys, they also want life. They want also employment. And others, they continue running, others, they will not continue running because they get job. So I decided to reduce speed.
So the academy is not running.
The academy, now what is going to happen with my academy? I'm going to sponsor myself.
Okay.
Because if you look, the sponsors out there, you won't get them from Zimbabwe. So which means now I can able to sponsor the academy for myself.
All right.
And now I'm going to run for that academy myself.
All right.
To Comrades next year. How I'm going to market the club for myself. So I'm going to sponsor myself.
That's why you are called the king of the Comrades.
Yes.
But I want to ask you something.
Yes.
You're a rich man.
I'm not rich.
No. According to the loot that you mentioned, what you made from the marathons, outside running.
Yes.
What else are you doing? What is any investments, any businesses?
Yeah, businesses on when Gushungo went give me that scholarship and end up like a doctor, which means I've got surgeries. I've got a surgery.
You've got a surgery?
Yes, I've got a surgery.
Where?
It is Shawane. I've got a surgery in Gokwe Center.
Your own surgery?
I've got a surgery at Chitekete.
You see, that's why I said
Yes.
you're a very rich man.
I'm not rich.
Rich and famous.
I'm not rich, say.
Okay.
I'm not rich. I'm just Muzhingi, you know.
Okay,
what
so
I'm
you've got surgeries and what else?
surgeries. So
Is
that
that-
is my intention.
You invested your money, your loot from running into those.
When I never invested my money into surgeries.
what
I just invested my money into houses. I went to buy a house.
You've got houses?
Yes, houses. I've
What
got
about
3
cars?
houses.
You didn't buy
Cars,
flashy
yeah, I
cars?
just went to buy 1 car only, but
Why didn't you buy
others
Lamborghini? Or
Hey,
like other people?
you come from poor background. Remember, my background is very poor.
But-
So you cover the background first. When when you cover your background first, if you lost $100, you don't cry too much. If your background is poor and you don't have money and you lost $100, you will cry so that everyone in the area will know that, hey, that guy lost $100. But if you invest, you cover the background. If you lost $100, no one will know that you lost, and you just cry a few seconds and continue going. I know I'll get it another day.
Okay. So you sound like a man who's pregnant with experiences, huh? You've got a lot of experiences. What I want to know from you, personal experiences, what would you like to share with runners who will hear of Stephen Muzhingi,
Right.
a legend? What
I
have
want
you
to,
learned?
what I'm going to say to the runners, especially Zimbabwean runners, they see a disadvantaged runner. They must not discourage that runner.
No,
They must,
support.
if they've got nothing to say, they just keep quiet. Right? Every runner have got an ambition. Yes, I'm a disadvantaged, I'm running barefoot, but I also want to win. You've got shoes, you've got academy, you've got athletics club, I've got no athletics club. You've got sponsor, I don't have sponsor. But I am a disadvantaged athlete. And I'm running barefoot, I have got no adequate resources for running. Don't underrate that run. One day you'll be on top.
Okay.
That is the first thing what I can say to Zimbabwe. Zimbabwean athletes, we must, as Zimbabwean athletes, we must put our head together and come up with a big solution to improve athletics in Zimbabwe. How do we improve athletics in Zimbabwe? 1, we must work as a team like Kenyans doing.
Okay.
2, we must not be selfish. Right? 3, we must be not jealous to each other. If Muzhingi win the race, clap hands for Muzhingi. Don't think that, no, Muzhingi not able to win this race, use drugs. These drugs he used because how can he come all of a sudden come to win? He use muti or use drugs. This guy is a drug. Then those doping come and Muzhingi is clean. What do you say?
Right.
What do you say?
Prastiv,
Yes.
you bring me to this subject.
Yes.
You were supposed to run in the Olympics, right?
Yes.
After the Comrades. What happened?
I was not supposed to run in the Olympics. No first thing. That is the first thing.
Okay.
You qualify to go and run in Olympics. You run 205, 204, 203, you are able to qualify to go and run for Olympics. But we are saying yes, Zimbabwe hero, or like you are a celebrity, you are a long distance runner, you are a competed runner, like Muzhingi is a famous, is a top athlete. You can go to Olympics, right? But how do I go to Olympics to do what? There's no ultra marathon. I mean, ultra marathon running there. Right? I mean, ultra marathon runner. There's no ultra marathon happening there. There is a walk run. Walk. It's a walk, 50-kilometer walk.
Okay.
Yeah,
so what happened to the
So
Olympics?
I don't think I will go to Olympics because my career or I'm specialist. My events, they are not there at the Olympics.
So what about the 15% story that I
Right.
read from Thomas?
Yeah, sometimes maybe for me to be considered, also for you to be considered, if you become top athlete, you should give money to your country to so that 15%
in the country,
like to the sports, to the association,
to pay to be in
so
the
that
Olympics.
you can able to access you can able to access the chance to go there to Olympics. You see, so me, I don't have that 15% to give. I just
15% of what?
Of the amount you run, you win the race. Maybe
You must give it to the Olympics
yeah,
committee.
you can not to the Olympics, to the association, so that you can even able to get a chance to go there. But I don't have the money to give because I'm coming from poor. Remember my background.
But you
is
made
poor.
money, Prasteve.
I made money. I never make money. What money? How much? 15,000. Something like 1.5 million rands. This house I got there. Let me show you my house.
Okay. All right, you will show me your house another time.
You see, it's a very expensive house I got.
Okay.
Something like I bought it something like 80,000.
So you're saying you invested your money in houses?
In houses. So I've got no money. I'm very poor.
Okay, cool.
I've got no money. But I get money when I come to correct rents. Rent is $1,000 there plus $50.
So from what you, Prasteve, from what you're working on, and what you've worked on,
yeah,
you don't have endorsements that you are working with Nike or?
Yeah, I used to work with Nike. I used to work with Adidas. But these guys now, you know, when you don't win races, like what I was doing when my wife died, when my wife was sick, and no performance, because how can you perform when your wife is sick?
Yeah.
My wife started to feel sick in 2015. Then from 2015 onwards to 2020, I was running, bringing gold home, but my wife was sick and no performance. How can you win when your wife is sick? So the sponsors ran away, those endorsements. So what we are doing is we are going to buy shoes for next year so that if we win, maybe they'll come back.
Okay. All right, you're going to buy shoes for next year,
Yes.
Legend. The man who has been running all his life,
Yes.
and you still want to go back to running.
Yes.
And I wish you all the best, Legend. And
thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Legend, for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you.
And telling your story.
Thank you.
To the nation and people who aspire to be you. I hope they will be inspired to be you, Legend. Thank you so much. We appreciate your presence here.
Yes.
All the best.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Yeah. There it was, Legends of the Game. And we were celebrating one of the legends again, like we always do. Stephen Muzhingi, the only man from Zimbabwe to win Comrades Marathon 3 times, and then the Oceans Marathon 2 times. This man is a legend indeed, because he was also voted the Sports Person of the Year, and he's still running. Till next time, cheers and bye-bye.